Hi, I'm Hester Vaughan of Lifestylecoach Financial Services, and this is my opinion on the Discovery Health Executive Plan and also just touching on some of the changes for 2026. The increase for next year is 7.9% on the executive plan, but the good news is that they are only bringing that increase in on the 1st of April. So that gives you the first few months of the year still on 2025 prices. I'm going to start with why you would choose the executive plan. I do have a number of clients on this plan, and that is if you've got something very specific, a chronic condition that is one of the chronic conditions that's not part of the original 27. So it's called the additional diseases list. So if you've got a disease that's on that list, then you want to be on the executive plan or on the comprehensive plan. So you can go and watch the video on the comprehensive plans about that as well. So you've got additional cover for those diseases and extra medication. And there's a specialized medicine and technology benefit, which is an additional 200,000 Rand per person. And there's a co-payment of 20% if you make use of that benefit. So it's what I was explaining on the comprehensive plan as well. This is if you are a very heavy user of out of hospital expenditure. So you need to see specialists a lot, you need to see doctors a lot, you've got a lot of medication that's got to be covered, and it might not even be on the medication list, but you need this specific medication. There's a special amount that you can use for that. You need glasses, you need dental, you're a really heavy user of medical you've got a lot of medical expenditure out of hospital. Then you can consider this plan, but it is very expensive. You've also got if you need IVF, there's cover for that, 1 or 2 cycles per year if you are under the age of 40, and above the age of 40, 1 cycle per year. And I think it's a maximum of 140,000 Rand per person per year. The international travel benefit is the highest of all the Discovery Health plans. You've got cover for $1 million, which is pretty amazing. And then there's the overseas treatment benefit, which none of the other plans have got. So if you need cover and you would prefer to go to an overseas provider, you can do that. There's 750,000 Rand per person available for that, and there's a co-payment of 20% towards that. Or if that it's 300,000 Rand if that treatment was available in South Africa, they will pay that. So yes, and it's also 300% cover, which to me, in hospital, that is, it's a little bit of a moot point, because if you've got a good gap cover, you can, have cover for up to 500%, 600% at a much lower cost than paying on the executive plan to have 300%. So that's not really a massive benefit to me. It's more around, as I said, you've got a bigger medical savings benefit. And then for next year, they've got the personal health pathways. You can get an additional 24,000 Rand if you do all their specific pathways and challenges. I've got a special video on that to explain how that works. So it boosts your medical savings. So once through your medical savings, there's a self-payment gap, and then Discovery kicks in to pay again, and that's the above threshold benefits. So Discovery will pay more for, your limits are higher. It will pay, I call it a safety net, and it's a really strong safety net. So it really is the creme de la creme of the plans. But whether you need to be on this plan or not, you can always call my office and make an appointment with me, and I will literally go through your expenditure with a fine-tooth comb to see whether it's necessary for you to be on the executive plan. But as I said, I have got a few clients that are on it, and their medical expenditure is so high that this plan actually is working for them. So yes, that's the executive plan and the changes for 2026.